What is up, everybody? My name is Drip Trader here today, and today we're going to be talking about easy ways to get started in the stock market and how you can start investing almost today. Now, the platform that I will be using is called Robinhood, and the reason why I'm using Robinhood is because it's relatively really easy to buy and sell stocks on here, to trade options, and to do more things as well. So once you go ahead and sign up for Robinhood, it should give you like a couple steps that you have to go through, such as like your name, address, social security number, because this is like an actual platform. You can't just like hop on here for like any type of verification. So once you finish those steps, it should take you to the home page, which I'm currently on right now. You'll have to do other steps such as like your ID and different things such as that. So you have to make sure you get that stuff completed. Then you should be able to link your bank account, and then it'll go ahead and finish the steps from there. Now, once you sign up for Robinhood and complete those steps, you should first see like a list, and if it's not a list, you'll just be able to type in stocks in the search bar because I'm on the website, and on the phone it's much more easier to use. So for example, here there's a list, and whenever you click on a stock, for example Apple, it'll show you details about the specific company, such as about the CEO, market cap, employers, dividend yield, and much more. And so the market cap is pretty much how much the company has worth of stock. And Apple recently just passed 2 trillion, so that's a lot. That's a really, really huge number. And so after that, you'll be able to buy and sell stocks, but sometimes it might take a little while. And so there's just a couple other stocks here as well. And if you just scroll down, they have other things on here as well, such as the news. And I used to actually make my predictions on stocks based off the news of like what's going to be happening and stuff like that. Now I use kind of more technical analysis, which I'll be giving more details about in my videos. But you can also just check the news and make sure just to read up on it and listen through and just hear what they're talking about. So for example, I'll just click on this one right here. This is an article about Epic Games and Apple because Apple had banned Fortnite on the App Store. So, stuff like this is really important to a stock price as it may be able to influence it and change it as well. And I don't think Apple dropped based off those news, but the stock, well, today is September 6th, and there was a huge stock market drop on like Thursday and Friday, as you can see here. So Apple fell, and they recently just had a stock split, which means like Apple's worth like $400, and now it's worth about like 120 a piece. So it just makes it easier for companies to gain more evaluation, well, more market evaluation, because people are now buying more of that specific stock because it's much more cheaper. Now, guys, once you go ahead and do that, you can just go ahead and invest in an index fund, which let's see if they have it down here. They might not. Okay. Well, the index funds are basically like stock. It's just like a specific stock that holds much more stocks. So the S&P 500, if you just go into the search bar and type in SPY holds like the best 500 companies in the United States, and it's currently worth around $341. And during the stock market crash that happened this year, it was worth around like close to like $300 ish, and now it's risen. Oh wait, no, my bad. It was worth around 228. So if you had actually bought a little bit of this and just held on to it until now, you probably would have made like a lot of money. And so you want to find stocks that have like a good upwards trend. As you can see, the S&P 500 has always just been going up, even during different crashes that happened back in like 2018. And even this year, it's always picked itself back up. So you want to invest in good companies such as this. The S&P 500 holds the best 500 companies. Now there are more, so if I click on index ETFs, I don't know why they just popped up over there. There's also different ones here as well they can invest in, and you can just click through them and just find which one you like the most. I mostly also like QQQ, which is another ETF that holds mostly tech stocks. So you can see there's also Vanguard, iShares, Russell, and you can click on it and hear more details about it, and it tells you more about these companies. Well, not companies, index fund. So if I was type in QQQ, this one holds mostly all the tech stocks in it, and so it's pretty much really, really, really good. And even throughout this year, even during the massive drop, it's just continued to pick back up as well. And it's relatively really good. And actually, my bad, it holds most of the tech stocks, but also like 100 Nasdaq listed stocks. And the Nasdaq is just like another huge ETF, but it's worth way more. Like I think, let's see. Nasdaq is worth a lot, so I think you can buy like one individual one. But they also have like Berkshire Hathaway, which is one of like the bigger ones. But they have like smaller sections of it. So like Berkshire is probably worth around like, I think it's like a $10,000, or like nearly close to 20,000. But they break it up so people can buy like small individual ones. And so you can also click on here for 100 most popular in case it might show up. It depends because the website's much different than the phone, and it'll show like the best 100 companies with 100 most popular stocks being traded. So Apple, Tesla, Ford Motors, and it'll just show you the list. And I suggest like as a starter to invest in just like the top ones, like for example Apple, Tesla, Microsoft. Tesla has had like a huge run up, so I say be very, very, very careful with Tesla. Tesla will continue to go up, but it's just been on like a huge bull run these past couple of weeks. And before that, they also had a stock split as well, which means like they had like about Tesla was worth around like $2,000, but they broke it down into small sections so they could just continue to keep that money flowing in. And as you can see, this has just been like a huge run up. Like even if you wanted to start back here with this current value, $72, all the way up to like 400, close to $500 on August 31st. So it's companies have just been having huge run ups, and they're really, really, really getting big now. On top of that, there's a way for you to trade options, which I would suggest you to highly, highly, highly stay away from until you understand it. And I have videos on my channel, and I'll also have more videos being posted as well. And I'm gonna switch to my camera quick. And so with options, you're pretty much just buying 100 shares of one stock at a specific price, and you're basically betting that it goes up. So once you have to apply for options as well, it's not something you just get off the back. So it's steps to get that, and you have to go through that through your account. So if I was to click on trade Tesla options, now these options are worth a lot. So if you just click on this, buy a call, make sure it's on this one in case you were to buy a call. So for example, if I want to buy a Tesla call, it costs me $39, but this is not for 100 stocks. This is just for one. And so since I told you it's 100 stocks at that specific price, this costs around $3,900. Now, like I said, if you're just a beginner, do not trade options. Learn, practice, and then you can do it. Don't go ahead and hop into it and think that you're just gonna, become a millionaire in like 2 days trading options. It's possible to make a lot of money from it, but it's also possible to lose a lot of money. And so, for example, Tesla costs a lot of money, and if it was to go up, so right now it's at $392. If it was to go up to around like $395 here, you'll see that this one is like around $39. So if you was to buy the $393 call and it went up to like $396, you kind of just go down a couple spots and it might go up to around like $4,300. So you make around like $300 if it was to go up. It takes time and practice. Now you can also buy a put on Tesla right here, which means that you're betting that it goes down. So if it goes down, from like 392 down to like 388, you'll make a substantial amount of money. You go the opposite way when buying puts. So I'll go up. So I'd make around like 300, 400 bucks if it was to go down in price. Now you can also choose different expirations. So this one is September 11th, but you can also buy ones that are out on like January 15th next year. And these cost way more. So this one's like around $7,000 just for this specific one. And there's smaller ones as well. And the thing about selling options, you can also sell options as well. So buying a call is pretty much betting on if it goes up or down. If you sell puts and calls, you're basically betting that it's going to stay above a certain price. And it's one of the secure ways to like keep profit. And so, for example, I want to sell this 376 call. I'm basically betting that it will stay above it before it expires. And I'll have to put down like $7,000. But I'm not going to go over selling puts and selling calls just yet, just because there's a lot of details, a lot of information you need to know before doing that. So I'm just talking about just some of the basic stuff here. Now I'm gonna head back over here to Tesla. So yeah, like I said, invest in some good companies that beginning off, such as Apple, Twitter, Tesla, Netflix, because in the long run they always usually go up, and especially during this market, they've just been on a huge bull run all the way up, and they've just been doing spectacularly well. And especially also Disney, that also went up very, very, very up from this crash. So everything will return to like pre-pandemic levels. As you can see, that huge drop happened. Disney was like at 146, and it's already returning close to that level around like 131. So everything will return to pre-pandemic levels within like probably a year or so. Now, is the stock market going to crash again? I don't think so, but I say please make sure to monitor your accounts and just check up on things and make sure you're alert, because if you don't check up on the news, if you don't check up on things, you can lose a lot of money like people did on this Thursday and Friday when the stock market crashed just a little bit. Like I said here, this huge drop from like 358 down to like 336. Although this is only $20 to you in this market cap evaluation, it's a lot of money. That's like probably like millions and billions of money being sold off during this little crash that we had here. So like I said, please be aware. please stay up today. And I went over like a little bit of a mini session here about Robinhood, how to use it. So please be aware of this, and I'll be posting more videos, and I'll also post a link down in my bio for Webull, which is another platform. You can get 2 free stocks on there if you sign up for that and deposit $100. And I'll also leave a link down for my Flogo account, well, not Flogo account, Flogo link, which is basically another platform that I use on my day-to-day trading basis. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section. I'll respond to them as soon as possible. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.